to talk about that project together with other ones over here. Sylvia, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
We're back here again.
Thanks for having us.
Okay.
Again.
And there's my friend. Barack, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
And your brother. Always try to forget. What's his name again?
Jed.
Jed, how are you too?
I'm very good.
Earlier, I saw you smiling.
Yeah.
Okay, quickly. I know about the Soccer for Dreamers project. Some people still don't know what it's all about. Break it down for us. What is this project all about?
So Soccer for Dreamers was an initiative that we started March of last year. Mm-hmm. When I say we, let me not even say we, because it was the boys. We have 3 boys that came to us and said, it would be good if they could collect new and gently used soccer gear for their colleagues in Ghana. And we thought, what a good idea. And as parents, we were all out to support them. So what we do is we have 4 main programs. We give out soccer gear. We try to combat menstrual poverty. So we give the female players menstrual cups, which is a more sustainable way of managing their periods. We feed the players every time we see them. And we also organize health talks for the players. So those are our 4 main programs as of now. We have something in the pipeworks that I'm sure we'll talk about later.
What do you think has been achieved so far since the formation of this very association? What has been achieved so far?
So far, we came last year. Last year, we impacted about 300 to 400 kids. I was here earlier on in February, and again, we donated to maybe 150. And this time, yesterday, at the zonal competition, we donated again to about 150.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
So those are the lives that we've impacted. In terms of the menstrual cups, whenever I've seen the girls that have used it, it just brings me great delight because they have said not only is it saving them money, but the menstrual cup doesn't move as much as the pad, for example. So I feel like we're making strides, and it's just been.
What really moved you for that menstrual project you added to it? What really moved you to do that?
It was, I've always known about menstrual poverty, but it was when I started discussing the Soccer for Dreamers projects with the people on the ground when they said, the women's teams, not only are they underfunded, but there's also a problem with the girls that don't go to training because they can't afford the menstrual pads. And that really tugged at my heartstrings. It was like, yes, you hear about menstrual poverty, but when it's your own people, then it hits different. Okay. And so I had to do something about that.
Let me get to the boys. Barack, how are you again?
Very well, thank you.
Okay. What has been striking you ever since this very project started? What has been striking you? You guys mooted it.
Yeah.
What has been striking you?
Well, my brothers and I have been playing soccer for a while, and we've always been so privileged to have like a field to play on and have equipment to play with. And we realize that there's people like in other countries that aren't as privileged, especially in Ghana. And last year when we came to play, we played at Medina Zonga, Jed and I. And when we were playing, we realized how talented, like physically gifted, and how good these players are. And we realized, like, why aren't these players going pro? And it's because they don't have the facilities to go pro. So we just wanted to do our little that we can to help them. And that's why we've been inspired to do this, and that's why we came back.
Okay. Whilst you're trying to get this kits and logistic, how easy or difficult is it? And I'm sure you have friends and probably firms that try and support you to give this. How easy or difficult it is?
So at times it can be very difficult. You have to find different places to get it from. But we've had a lot of help from New York Red Bulls and Gotham FC, a professional women's team, who also train at the Red Bulls ground. We put a collection box up in the Red Bulls building, and then some of the professional team, the staff, would drop a lot of new gear in the boxes. And then Gotham FC, the staff, also dropped a lot of new gear in the boxes for us. So that helped out a lot.
Has it been worth it to be part of this project? Has it been worth it?
I think it's been very worth it. When we came last year and we gave out donations, the smiles on everyone's faces, I think that's what really motivated us to come back and make it even better this year.
Well, Chibi was done, successful. What's next? I've been told that you guys will be heading towards Winneba tomorrow. What's the program?
We're heading to Winneba tomorrow. It's the central region. Last year when we came, we concentrated on the Greater Accra region.
Okay.
This time we decided to go to other regions. And so Chebia, the zonal competition, helped us amongst the 6 teams to hit about 4 different regions with the girls teams from Ghana. Tomorrow we're going to the central region. We're going to Winneba, and we're going to be meeting with 4 teams. There will be a tournament there, and then after that, we get to donate to these 4 teams.
That's why you have these trophies over here.
That is why the trophies are for. Yes. It'll be the battle of the teams tomorrow.
Okay, the boys will talk about the trophies, the various ones over there. Okay, but how were you able to select those 4 teams to participate in this very tournament for tomorrow? How were they?
So we have able men on the ground.
Okay.
You know, we don't live here, and so we have very able people that know who needs what, and so they get in touch with the coaches and the different reps, and they organize and find out where the needs are, and we go.
Tell me, what are you looking for tomorrow? Big day tomorrow in the Central Region.
Big day. I'm looking forward to playing. Hopefully, I can win with the team I'm playing. So I'm very excited. It's going to be competitive.
Okay, same as you?
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to playing, and then the donations, because it's such a fulfilling feeling when you see the smiles on their faces.
Okay, talking about donation, what specifically are you guys donating tomorrow in the Central Region? What else again?
So we donate football boots, shin guards, socks, any sort of football gear that may be harder for them to get to help them with their football journey.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that project that is expected to be launched on the 28th of July. Break us down. Online Academy. What is it all about?
So we have Ubuntu Online Academy.
Say it again.
Ubuntu.
Why the name Ubuntu? Tell me.
It's a South African saying which means I am because we are. Okay. And this gives a sense of community. It is people, literally donors of Soccer for Dreamers, lighting the torch for people that are less privileged to get to a point where they themselves can be self-sufficient. So Ubuntu was inspired when I came to Ghana earlier on this year. And I went to a girls' academy team, and I realized that between the morning and the evening practices that there's not much to do. They don't do anything. And so I thought, what an opportunity to pour into these, young, impressionable minds. And I thought, what if they're doing nothing now? What does life mean after football for them? And so we decided to set up an online academy that helps those who will get into entrepreneurship. We will have training for them. We will teach them how to do business plans. We'll teach them how to survive, how businesses can survive in Africa. And for those who want to work, those who want to get into entrepreneurship, we will be into employment, we will be helping them with interview skills. We will be helping them with CV skills. There will be a section on hospitality for players that maybe want to get into waitressing, and in our hotels and the hospitality industry.
So let me come in. This is quite easy to say, but that's a huge project.
It's a huge project. This is just the initial stages. Yeah. It's a huge project. The dream is that in a few years, maybe in 10 years, that no African youth will get stuck. We're piloting with soccer players, but we are going to make this available to every youth on the continent of Africa.
Well, I get to the boys once again. What do you make of what she's saying? Ubuntu Online Academy. How are you guys going to pull it out?
I think it's a very good initiative. I think it's a very great idea. I think all players need it because you don't know what life is going to be like after football. Even during football, you can get an injury, a career-ending injury. What's next? Like, what are you going to do? So I think it's very important to know how to handle their money, what to do after football, and how to handle yourself in a work environment. So I think everything my mom said is very credible and a very good idea. So
okay, quickly, back to this online thing. Somebody will say that probably you're doing the Dreamers. There'll be too much on your plate.
Well, there's nothing like too much. When you feel like you have a mandate, there's nothing like too much. And grace will carry us, I believe that. This project is going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah. But we will start, and by God's grace, I know we will get to where we need to get to.
Will it be centered right here in Ghana, or will we broaden up?
It's going to be online. It will be rolled out first to the soccer players. Like I said, we'll do the pilots with them, and then we'll roll it out to the youth in Ghana. And then we'll roll it out to every country on the continent of Africa.
Okay, quickly. Where is it taking place, the launch, and who gets to come there?
It's the British Council, and we are targeting a few partners.
Okay.
Because we want to partner with employers here in Ghana. We want to be able to speak to them about what their needs are.
Yeah.
Why are the youth not getting jobs? Are there jobs, and what are they expecting? We will also have the youth. We'll also have a select few of the youth who will have conversations about what they feel like they're lacking and how Ubuntu can help them bridge the gap. So we will have a select few, and we will see where projects like Ubuntu and anything else that's on the market can bridge the gap for the African youth to get to maximize their potential.
Will the boys be part of Ubuntu? That's a huge one for them.
They absolutely will. They absolutely will.
Okay, let me get back to you. Let's talk about these trophies before we go away. What are they meant for? You want to break it down for us?
So we have 4 trophies that we're giving away. There's a trophy for the winners. So there's 4 teams, a semi-final and a final. So the winners will get a trophy. The best player gets a trophy. The top scorer gets a trophy, and the best goalkeeper gets a trophy. So that's what the 4 trophies are for.
Okay, we're about wrapping up pretty soon. Okay, at what stage will you tap your back and say that, guys, I think we are doing very, very well. Everything is on point. At what stage would you say that?
I am not sure if there's going to be any stage at which we can say that. Until the last person is not poor in Africa, I don't think we can ever rest on our laurels.
You think that is achievable?
We have to start. We have to give it a shot. We have to give it a shot.
Well, this is Sports World. My name is Phil John Quartey. I've been engaging in the leadership of Soccer for Dreamers. They have a project to be launched on the 28th of July here in the nation's capital, Accra. But tomorrow they'll be in the central region for a football fiesta over there. They've seen those trophies over there. We are wrapping up. Your final words, 30 seconds before we go away. We're wrapping up. 30 seconds.
Thank you so much for having us. We want to thank everyone back home who supported us. We want to thank Red Bulls, STA, Dr. Roxon. We just want to thank all our sponsors and all our support. So thank you so much.
30 seconds.
It was a pleasure being here, and just hopefully tomorrow can be successful, and I'm just looking forward to playing.
So you have the final word.
I want to call out to HR personnel. I want to call out to small business owners. I want to call out to CEOs. Please reach out to us. We need you to partner with us to make the best of this project. We are fully aware that we can't do it without your partnership, and so please reach out to us. Let's see how we can help the youth of Africa. We need to drive our own success. We need to drive our own story.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, and see you later.
Thank you.
Well, this is Sports World. My name is Phil John Quartey. Remember, we're all the way to 19 hours GMT when news comes around. But for now, let's focus on football once again.